Welcome back, everybody. I'm here. Yay! If you're new here, welcome. But for those who already know me, how you guys doing? Do let me know in the comments. I hope you're in a better place. I think one of the most persistent issue that we all international students face is the fear of immediate problems. So for example, if whatever happens, no matter how small or big they are, we like to make it big because we're in a foreign land and you're not used to dealing with them alone. I hope you're in a better place. Even if you're not, even if you think you're not, I know you will eventually get there. It's just a matter of thinking that you're gonna get there. So I'm planning to make a video series about steps that you need to conquer as an international student in Canada. So I just want this video series to be a checklist, which I think, from my experience, are the most important thing that should be done as international students. This video would be about the arrival and what you need to do as soon as you arrive in Canada. Before I delve into the video, I wanted to introduce you to a concept called Maslow hierarchy of needs. So basically this hierarchy of needs suggests that people are driven by a series of hierarchical needs with basic needs at the bottom. To the upper stages it becomes more complex, more, I would say, abstract, and our final goal at the top, it's basically having a sense of self, satisfaction, all those things. As you climb these hierarchical needs, it becomes much more complex. So I hopefully, praying to God, that I'll be able to reach to the top maybe in 5 to 10 years from now. I know that's a long time, but I think it's how it works. So okay, the first would be the SIN number. As soon as you arrive here, you go to Service Canada, you show them your study permit, bring all your documents. It's basically a record of yourself in the Canadian work data system in the most basic sense. So whenever you are getting paid, it's recorded over there. Whenever you're paying taxes and everything, it's all in those, it's all connected to a SIN number. Your SIN number is really sensitive data, so please make sure to not disclose it to anybody apart from your employers or probably sometimes the banks. But apart from that, nobody's gonna call you asking for a SIN number, not any Canadian body, government body. So second one is a phone plan. So basically you go to a service provider. You can choose anyone. I think the cheapest one for me as of now is Chatter, and also they have student discounts, so sometimes they have deals going on, especially if it's November, it's Black Friday day, like the third week of November when there's Black Friday. They have another exclusive deals, so make sure to get deals and keep your phone plan to the minimum. The other one is bank accounts. So again, just you need to go to a bank, tell them that you're an international student here. Currently I use RBC. I think most of the banks are almost the same, and RBC is a pretty good bank. Again, they do have a lot of offers. Like for example, if you're a student and opening a new bank account, they usually give you some money as well. I think I got around $60 or something. I forgot, it was a long time ago. So basically they have those, they'll make you a checking and a savings account, and also they'll give you an option of MasterCard. So be a MasterCard, like a credit card. Do you need a MasterCard or a credit card? I do not think so, but I think credit card is you need to get a credit card. Just make sure that you do not overcharge the credit card. The simple rule is basically why people use it is in the future. When you are using the credit card and paying it on time, so basically it builds up a credit score. So if you want to get a car loan, education loan, or a house in the near future, so they cannot give you, so you cannot just go to the bank and say give me money and they'll give it to you, right? Credit score is a way for companies and banks to assess the risk of lending money to you. So basically if you have low credit score, that means that you're not paying bills on time and they would be really hesitant to give you money. So basically it's a way to, from the corporate perspective, from the government perspective, it's a way to see if you're a good citizen or not. I know it sounds weird, but that's how it works. Never maximize your credit limit. The credit card usually has a limit. I think the students get around now $2,000 limit, but that doesn't mean that you can use whole $2,000. The bank, I think the bank staff suggested around 30% of their credit limit, but I would say keep lower than that, probably around 25-20%. So basically if it's $1,000, just use $200 paid back. and in this way, if you're paying bills on time, your rent, even your phone bills and everything, it's good for you in the long run in the future. When you're sending money to others, friends or whatever through Interac, like online deposit, so never send it through savings account because it usually has charge in it. I know it's like $2-3, but that's a big deal. And the second one is never have your balance less than $100. Usually, if your checkings and saving account are less than $100, it will show you a warning. The bank will send you a warning saying that you have low balance. However, they have policies that they will fine you if it's less than $100. Well, at one point, I think I was fined $50. I was like, what is this fine about? No, it was $50 or $90, but I called them and they said, oh, because one time you had a balance less than $100. School routine is one of the most important part of your life as a student here. I've seen a lot of students and friends disregard how important it is. I know a lot of students who arrive here are pre-registered by the academic counselors, and the courses usually, I'm not saying the academic counselors are doing it wrong, it's more like they're putting you random courses. Yeah, so make sure that the courses that you've registered are the ones that you need. Hopefully it supplements your degree, or at least it's something that you are interested about. There are hundreds and hundreds of courses. You can find the ones that you really like. Every single semester you need to take a bunch of courses, and those courses usually unlock other courses. And sometimes I've seen a lot of students, they don't realize that. So basically they think they're just going to get courses for the next semester, but it's not how it works. So how it impacts you in the future, if you're not aware of that, is for example, let's say it's your 4th year and somehow you cannot graduate in 4 years. Like you will be missing one course and you have to extend a whole semester. I've had like a lot of people go through that, and what I would suggest is just whenever you arrive, go to the academic counselor, ask them what kind of courses you need to do and what would be better choice, and ask them genuinely like, would I need these courses or not? What do you think? Like just ask. The idea is to ask and be more aware about your courses, and over time when you're studying more courses, you might like one professor better than the other, so you can take her or his courses over time. So it's basically being aware what you're gonna get for the courses, right? I've seen a lot of students, they just don't care about it, and before you know it, you're doing like 5 courses which means nothing to your degree, or which you're not even interested in, so you're just wasting money. Just don't do that. And when you're getting a room, please make sure to at least see the lease agreement or be in the lease agreement, because this has been a rampant issue over here. So basically a person will lease the whole apartment for, let's say, $2,000, and that person would be renting the rooms, like let's say if there is 3 rooms, that person would be renting for like $800 per room. So basically he, on top of like increasing the rent by himself, which he's not allowed to do, he's basically making $400 profit. You'll see a lot of people do that around here, and I'm so sick of it. Just be careful of that. I would say, and I understand that a lot of people, sometimes you might be in a desperate situation where you might have to share it, but please be aware to get out of it as soon as you can if you find a better room. Always be in the lease agreement, because as soon as you're in the lease agreement, you have a bunch of rights. They cannot kick you out without pre-notice. They cannot check your room. The landlord cannot visit your place without any permission, and you have a bunch of rights. Like you have your voice, you know what I mean? There are a bunch of people here who are not nice, right? So they know that you're new here, so basically they take advantage of you. I know it sucks, I know, but that's how the reality is. So make sure that at least you see the lease agreement. Some people are so smart that they'll give you like a fake lease agreement. So I would suggest, usually the landlord has a number, or you might have contact for him. You call them and make sure that's the amount, the rent amount of that place. But yeah, you can either share a room or have a private room. For me, I think if you're starting and you don't mind another person, I would suggest share a room. But for me, it was always, I like my privacy a lot. I think especially in a different country, different place, you need your own, although you'll be lonely a lot of times, but you just need that personal space. And I think with shared room, you cannot have that. It's up to you. It's up to your personality. For me, it just never worked. I just cannot with another person. The other one is driving license. Basically, at first you will have your learner's permit, and then you'll do a written test about all the rules and regulations about the roads, and you'll get the learner's permit. And then after a year of that, after you can do a driving test, and they'll give you a conditional G license, which is basically your driver's license, but you have restrictions. And after 1 year or 2 years of that, you'll have a full license. There are steps of getting your driver's license. The reason I'm saying you need to get your learner's permit maybe in your first year is because like you don't have to carry a passport everywhere. Your passport is really important, and it's just a hassle carrying a whole passport everywhere. So if you have a learner's permit, which doesn't require anything, you just need to study a little bit and do a written test, and they'll just give you a small card which you can use anywhere, like in your exam, like you can use it anywhere, just like your passport. So it's a great way to not have your passport around. And finally, just relax. I know there's a lot of noise on the internet, and people like to fear monger a lot of the times. Every one of us, like whether they are in their second year, third year, or me in my fourth year, it's just the same. Like over time we realize that I shouldn't have panicked a lot. If you've been actively researching, that means you're doing good. You're careful enough, and you care about what you're gonna do. And I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know you personally, but I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. I'm pretty sure the people who used to watch me, you're in a better place right now. So keep on going, keep that same mentality, and I know you're gonna upgrade. And I'm gonna make more videos, and probably the later videos will be the ones that be more helpful, hopefully. But we'll see. And please comment all your questions down below, okay? I don't know when I'm gonna get lost again, so make sure before I get lost, comment all the questions, and I'll try to answer them in the future videos. All right, take care, stay hydrated, and I'll see you in the next video. I promise. This time I promise. Whew, man, haven't talked to the camera in full 5 months. It's crazy. Hold on. I'll show you something. This is my mint plant. I've been taking care of her for a while. She's been growing really nice. They smell really fresh. I don't know what I'm gonna use it. Maybe in some drinks, but yeah, I'm just taking care of her.